everybody. Great to see you on this Tuesday, August the 18th.
Where is the time?
Summer is just...
I know. It's like I'm trying to rewind it. I want it back. Yeah. Well,
you know, you were somebody saying they smell bacon. I'm just now getting it now.
See?
The studio, somebody is cooking bacon back there.
Yes.
You know the smell of bacon. It just...
Everybody knows the smell of bacon.
I don't know what it does to you when you smell it. That and coffee, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh.
It smells yummy.
It smells really good. So you, I haven't seen you for a few days.
I know,
Did
you've
you have
been
a nice
gone.
weekend? How was your trip to see Mom? And
see Mom and my daddy. Yeah, it was good. They're watching. Hello, Mom and Dad. Yeah, it was a good visit. Got some sun time in as well. So
you keep your tan all summer long.
I try to.
I can't wait to see how tan you are in January, because you'll probably still be really tan.
I'm still tan. Not this tan, but I'm still tan. Yeah, it happens.
Oh, well, I had a nice couple days off, too.
I know. You took an extended weekend.
I did.
Yeah.
I headed up to New York to visit my daughter.
Okay.
And we just had the best, Mom and daughter weekend.
I was going to say, was it Mommy and me time? Yeah.
We went to visit a museum. This is the back of my daughter there in the museum. It's called the Whitney. And they opened, they used to have the Whitney Museum in Uptown, and now they opened a new downtown location. So it was like the buzz, but it was buzzing around the Whitney. So we visited there. That was fun. And here we are on a ferry crossing over from New York to Jersey City, where she lives. And
that's cool.
That was kind of an experience, too. That thing rocks you all over the place. And
really?
You're there and back in like 3.5 minutes. I mean, it's just really, really fast. But that was fun. And we were at our pool for a day. We did lots of meals out. Here's one where we sat overlooking a boat, a marina, and on the other side you see the New York skyline and just water everywhere.
That's beautiful.
You can see the Statue of Liberty on one side. And it was just beautiful weather. Great things to do.
So is the line longer to get on the ferry than the actual ferry ride?
No, but the line was really long. You know those hand-dipped ice cream places where they make it homemade and everything? They have one of those in Jersey City, and everybody knows about it. So we visited there, and the lines were out the corner down the street, so we waited in line, and that was fun, too.
That's good eats there
in
New
my
York.
Gosh, what a great time.
Do you feel energized? I always feel energized when I go to New York. And when I come back, I'm like, yeah, let's do this.
You know what always amazes me? I think of New York as being really, really congested and people everywhere and sort of dirty, and it's really not. I mean, they have trees, they have parks.
Yeah,
there are green spaces, all over the place. Yeah, and they have this one near the Whitney Museum. There's this trail, and it's elevated, and it's all covered with trees, tree-lined, elevated walking trail.
Wow.
It used to be an old railroad trestle thing. So we walked along that for a while, and then all of a sudden it opens up to a sort of a street fair like Eastern Market or something.
That's very cool.
It's fair. There are just all kinds of cool things going on in New York, so it was a fun weekend.
The city that never sleeps.
Yeah, had a good time.
Well, I'm glad you made it back.
Thank you.
I would have missed you. All right, well, what's trending this morning?
Lots is trending, and of course, people are talking about back to school and getting their kids to wake up.
And parents can relate to this because, well, it's hard to get the kiddos up for school, especially when they're coming off a summer break.
Especially. Now's the time, actually, to start turning their sleep patterns around.
Yeah.
But one mom in Atlanta found a unique alarm for her daughter. So take a look at this. Okay, the brass band is here. Wake up, kiddo.
Our radio station arrived for a 5-piece ragtime band to blast this 10-year-old girl out of bed for her first day of school. Oh my goodness. Her mother said she practically had to drag her daughter out of bed last year. But, oh boy, she's like, Mom, what did you do?
Look at her face. Look at her face. Like, what is going on here?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, she looks all groggy.
And can you imagine
She looks like she's about to cry.
Can you imagine these strange people in your room at, like, say, 6:30, 6:45 in the morning? Oh my gosh.
She is not sleeping this morning.
My mother and I would have to have a talk. All right, well, now here's some good news from the world of entertainment. Yes, I'm happy to say Tracy Morgan is back. More than a year after being critically injured in a crash that killed his friend, the comedian will return to host Saturday Night Live.
This is great news. And Morgan, of course, you remember, he was in a coma for a couple of weeks last year, and then he spent the entire year rehabbing, and he's better, he's recovered now. So he's returning to the stage that he knows so well because he spent 7 seasons as a Saturday Night Live cast member, and he is scheduled to be on the show, hosting it on October 17th. So I know a lot of folks will want to tune in for that.
Amy Schumer also is scheduled to host.
In October. I think she's the week before, and the week before that is Miley Cyrus.
Oh, boy.
So lots of big names to tune in for in October.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good news. All right, speaking of Saturday Night Live, one SNL alumnus is going to look a lot different in his next TV gig.
Uh-oh. Norm Macdonald has been tapped to play Colonel Sanders in a new series of KFC commercials. Macdonald takes over for fellow SNL alum Daryl Hammond, who has portrayed Colonel Sanders for the last few months. The revamped KFC ads begin airing this week.
I never would have thought Norm Macdonald as Colonel Sanders, but look at him. He makes a great Colonel Sanders.
I wonder why the change.
I don't know. I'm sure Daryl Hammond was just as good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, Daryl's also busy. You know, he took over for Don Pardo, so he's the announcer of SNL. So maybe that's why. Maybe he's just busy.
I don't know. Who knows? And why did they not have a Colonel Sanders impersonator all these years?
Yeah.
You'd think they would.
Well, yeah, because we've been decades without Colonel Sanders. So, yeah.
We missed him.
Okay.
He's back. All right, up first today, we're talking about summer that's winding down, but that doesn't mean that you can't start planning your next getaway.
Oh, yeah, I'm already there. Food and travel writer Sarah Kim is back with us to share her top 5 most exotic places to visit around the world. So welcome back.
Thanks for having me,
I'm
ladies.
surprised you're here. You've come back from wherever you've been.
I always come back when you ask.
Well, thank you.
So what exotic places have you been to lately?
Well, so the first one on the list is Istanbul, Turkey. I went over there on Turkish Airlines, and I just have to commend them because it's the only long-haul flight I've ever slept through. Like, they literally have the most comfortable flatbed you'd ever have, and they have a la carte food service, so it's not like pre-packaged. There's like a chef on board, and he provides you fresh food. So when you land in Istanbul, it's like a 14-hour flight. You can hang out and enjoy this beautiful city. I completely fell in love with the city.
Can you get that flight right here in D.C.?
You can, yeah. Dulles, one hop right over.
Wow.
I know, it's so great, and it's actually not that expensive. I mean, right now they're running specials, so if you want to fly economy, you can go for like $899, which I think is super cheap.
Yeah.
So for that
Good
type
deal,
of flight, yeah.
And then to be able to sleep and wake up and all of a sudden you're in Turkey.
Right.
Awesome.
You get like a little bed or something?
You do, and they have a little footstool for your feet even,
Okay.
so it turns into this really long thing. I mean, if you're Shaq, you're going to be uncomfortable, but you know, if you're like 5'6" like me, it's really great. And then when you land in Istanbul, you can go over to the Four Seasons Bosphorus, and it is a hotel without flaw. You're like right there with the Bosphorus Strait behind you, and randomly Newt Gingrich was having lunch like right next to me. I was like, I love DC to avoid all of you people, right?
You're right here.
Yeah. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's worth it. They have this amazing Turkish spa called the Hammam there. But again, like the Four Seasons Bosphorus is the best hotel I've stayed at this year. But if you're on a budget, you want to go over to like the Vault Karakoy, which is like the Soho of Istanbul, and then don't forget to eat dinner at Meze by Lemon Tree.
So I was going to say, what kind of food do you eat? What's like their thing?
Yeah, I mean, so basically what you consider Mediterranean, like kava is what people consider Mediterranean here in DC, but over there it's a lot of seafood. It's very natural. It's super healthy for you. I wore these Sanic loafers, which is like walking on a pillow top mattress. I walk like 10 miles a day, ate 6 times a day, and still lost weight. Like, yeah, best trip.
That is great. All right, so you're over there, and there's lots of sights to see, right? I mean, it's like old world kind of stuff.
It's old world meets new world, half European, half Asian, super safe, and you can use these guys at locally Istanbul. It doesn't cost hardly anything, and they'll take you around to like the Hagia Sophia, or they'll take you around to where all the locals are, where all the hot guys are, or whatever.
You saw hot guys over there.
I did. Kind of fond of the Turkish men. So.
Do people speak English over there?
They all speak English.
Wow.
That's what's amazing. Like in each of these destinations, like the second one, Antarctica, they're going to speak English, even though it's mostly like penguins down there. But they do.
What was that like, though, in Antarctica, since you brought it up?
So it's a luxury cruise. I mean, it's like the Royal Caribbean to the 90th level, where they take you from Argentina. It's 11 days, and you drop over there right off of Antarctica, and they take you on land for like 6 or 7 hours a day. You're walking and literally hanging out with the penguins. There are guides with you. Then you go back onto the seaborne cruise, where they greet you with like foie gras, caviar, a hot tub. I mean, luxurious accommodations as good as the Four Seasons Bosphorus.
Cold.
You know what? I wore shorts because I'm a crazy person.
Okay. Well,
But it's not that cold. I don't know whether it's global warming or they're getting kind of towards their summer season. I mean, it's never going to be like DC, but it's manageable, you know.
So you definitely want to go there in our winter when it's their summer.
Exactly. So like the stretch of like October to about February-ish. Yeah.
And is that cruise really expensive?
So it's like $10,000. I mean, it's 11 days, and it is Antarctica. So there, you don't see a lot of people there, but it's pristine and it's really beautiful. So I consider that to be like the penultimate exotic trip. Yeah.
do people party in Antarctica?
I mean, the penguins are partying. They're having a good time. They're sliding down, like March of the Penguins. So it's really fun.
That's definitely a bucket list item.
Bucket
I've
list.
been to Antarctica. There you
For
go.
sure, without question. I mean, I think
let's go to somewhere beachy now.
Yes.
Yeah, so I picked Dubai/Oman because they actually share a common visa and they're really close to each other.
Okay.
So I consider Dubai like the Las Vegas of the Middle East. I mean, it's like super accessible, and the Four Seasons at Jumeirah Bay is like right next to the water. So it's like basically you turned on your bathtub and you're looking at the water. I mean, it's like beautiful and exquisite, and it's really nice. And then Oman, you would think it's not safe, but Lonely Planet said it was actually the best place to go in all of the Middle East by yourself.
So these look like pictures like we saw because the girls from Sex and the City in the movie, they went to Dubai.
Exactly,
So, yeah.
exactly. Yeah, the Four Seasons, they really do it right all around the world. So, yeah, it's really great.
So you were traveling in a group then, right?
I definitely traveled in a group. I'm not going to do what Lonely Planet said. And
did you wear the Arab clothing?
I didn't. I mean, they say that you should or shouldn't, even in Istanbul, you know, where it's like mostly a very religious place. You don't necessarily have to wear one. Just don't do anything stupid.
Right.
Like, yeah, that's pretty much.
Don't wear the short shorts and...
No Miley Cyrus hot pants.
Okay. As long as you're dressed and covered up, you should be fine.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, now the Seychelles.
Yes.
Now, didn't Will and Kate go there?
Exactly. I love UK Daily Mail. They have like all these long lens photos, which I'm sure you're not supposed to take, but it's still great.
Yeah.
It's on the eastern side of Africa, so it's like due north of the Maldives and due south of like Oman, and it's an archipelago with like 115 different islands, and the Raffles, which is part of the Fairmont hotel chain. I know you do.
It's beautiful.
It's incredibly beautiful there. And then the last place I picked was the LOSINJ in Croatia, which is another one of these like amazing islands kind of in the middle of nowhere. And they just opened this boutique hotel, the Hotel Alhambra, which is a converted palace, and you can only get there by boat. You can literally only, I know, you can only get there by boat. There's like 7,000 residents there. They all speak English. It's ridiculous.
And isn't Croatia a good deal for U.S. dollars?
So good. Yeah. You can fly Turkish Airlines over there for like $800.
Wow.
We've whetted our appetite for really exotic travel.
You guys keep saying you'll come with me. I really want you
next
to.
time.
Well, you always come back after you've gone. You need to come
I
before you go.
And say, I'm going to be going here, here, and here, and here are the dates, and who wants to go?
Best road trip ever. Sorry, ABC.
So jealous. Sherry Kim, always great to talk to you.
Thank you so much,
Happy
ladies.
travels.
Thank you.
Bring some souvenirs back next time.
I do.
No room in those suitcases anymore.
All right, we'll still ahead on Let's Talk Live. Well, the start of school is just right around the corner. All the kids are like covering up their ears, but man, here we go. Parents, what their children need to do, what you need to do to make sure your children are eating right. Stay with us so you can put together a great lunch to power them through the day.
They need that. And make sure you follow us on Twitter. We live tweet during the show, and we post great photos. We're coming right back.
Check. Yeah, I don't know what was supposed to be wrong with it. I swear, motherfuckers need to leave notes around here, though.
Why? Which one is it?
as the kids are headed back to school this month, many parents are looking for ways to pack healthy, delicious lunches that their students that'll get them through the day. Irene Myers-Thompson is the Regional Wellness Director for United Healthcare of the Mid-Atlantic. She's here today to share her tips for building healthy school lunches that the kids will absolutely love. Welcome back, Irene. Good to see you.
Great. Thank you so much for your time. So today we really wanted to focus on what's quick, what's healthy, and what gives children choice.
And what they will eat.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's important, right?
Absolutely. So let them have some skin in the game. So before you even pack the lunch bag, let your child play an active role in choosing what will go in their lunch bag. Visit a mountain orchard. I did that last week, and I got these great little pears, which was really nice. So, let them become part of the process, and then when it comes time to pack their lunch, they have choices, and they feel like they've got a vested interest and, a little bit of control, which it's always about that struggle for control, right?
Absolutely.
When you have children.
You brought so many great examples here, and let's start with what elements need to go in the lunch.
Absolutely. Great. 3 key ingredients, right, that we want to think about. We want to think about whole grain. We want to think about protein and fruits and vegetables, and a little bit of a treat at the end just to kind of round out the meal. Your whole grains really help you stay full through the day. It's a slow digestion. Your proteins are your muscle builders, right? So it's essential for muscle growth. Your fruits and vegetables, where you get your vitamins and minerals, and then a good beverage. We always caution parents to watch the sugars. Sugar is really in almost everything that we eat, like sodium. I know, so we really have to be smarter consumers when we're in the grocery store.
All right, show us a healthy lunch.
That sounds great. I spent less than 20 minutes and about $25 on all of these items, so and they'll take us through the week. When we're talking about someone who has an intolerance to gluten, we packed a really good salad with several fruits and vegetables. Put some blueberries on the top just to add some fruit and a little bit of sweetness.
So what's in your salad?
I've got some cucumber.
Is it lettuce in the bottom?
Yeah, just regular.
Okay.
Yeah, just regular romaine lettuce, nice and crunchy, lasts a long time. Then some great tomatoes. Again, I got from the mountain orchard, so good variety, good color. Cucumbers, a little bit of green and yellow and red peppers, and then sprinkled some blueberries on top just to throw a little bit of sweetness into it.
All right. So is salad difficult to eat at lunch for a kid? I mean,
it kind of, it's starting. Yeah, it's starting them early. So you've got these really good snap containers. I use the glass today just for the visual, but there's the easy snap containers that you can take with you, and then
how
you carry
do you
your
dress
dressing.
it? Do you dress it before? You carry it.
There you go. It's in this little tiny container. So there's your serving of dressing. This is Tupperware, but they're probably easy to find.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. For children, when you're looking for that whole wheat option, we've got really, like bread is a blank slate. So is a wrap. So we took a wrap and we just layered. I could cook these, but I didn't. I had some cucumbers. I made a smiley face out of the cucumbers. Keep your child happy. But then also just using some green, some red and yellow peppers.
Yeah,
for that
you haven't
as well.
added a protein in here, but if you wanted to add a protein, what would you suggest?
Absolutely, right over here. We could do
like
a hard-boiled egg, hummus, and then we could sprinkle some grilled chicken on top for our protein as well. So a couple of different options here. For children who really don't like the meat but do like the veggies, then we like to use yogurt. Chobani just came out with this great squirtable yogurt, low in sugar, and Greek yogurt has more protein, so that's always a good option.
So it's okay to buy processed, things that are already pre-wrapped and convenience packaged, and they cost a little more, but is that worth it?
It is when you think about the investment of time, because everybody's always under the gun as soon as school starts, right? School calendars, you're trying to juggle everything, activities are coming into play, so these are expensive. You probably get about 10 of these for $4.99.
So you get a little package
just
of
apple
slices.
Absolutely, and fruit cups, always, when you're buying your fruit cups, no sugar added. That's the key. They're already going to have their own sugar in them, so make sure you get no sugar added.
Okay, so kids are going to eat this, because all they have to do is unwrap the cellophane.
Absolutely. And
here, they're not going to eat this.
Right, I know.
Because it's still got its rind on it. So what do you do in the case of an orange?
I slice it in quarters. They can peel it and make a smiley face with it, or you just slice it and put it in a bag. The reason why I brought this is because the whole fruit is always better than the juice, right? Okay. So when we're talking about choosing a beverage, this is a great size for your juice. But a 16-ounce of orange juice or any other kind of juice, it's just too much sugar.
Too much sugar.
Yeah, we really need to be thinking about that.
So water's a better option?
Always.
Or just a little juice and then a bottle of water.
Absolutely.
And that might not be enough beverage.
Right. And, we have a lot of the Gatorade generation here, right? So with children who like the Gatorade, let's have it with the water. Still give them the Gatorade flavor, but water is essential to our bodies.
You've got great containers here. But, part of having a salad or having some water or juice, you want it cold.
Absolutely.
What do you pack?
So we did some little ice box. These are $1, easy to find in any store. This lunch bag goes in the freezer overnight. It's cold, and your food will stay cold up to 10 hours.
Oh, so it's already got the packs in the
Absolutely.
lining.
I put it in the
Oh, it's
freezer
got the
last
ice
night
packs
just to make sure it
lining.
worked. Absolutely.
It's very cold.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, it's
So
very
up to
cold.
10 hours, your lunch will stay cold in that.
This
so,
is a great option.
Absolutely.
You get these just about anywhere, I imagine, these
Yes,
days, right?
yeah. Any major store where you're buying your school supplies.
All right, grains are still important.
They are. When you talk
you've
about
got
your whole grains, you've got
some
your
sliced
whole grain
bread and
bread.
some Triscuits here.
Absolutely, whole grain. Always look for 100% whole grain. That's what you want to look for when you're reading the package. 100% whole grain.
But you found a way to make it fun.
I just did
What
something
did you do
fun.
with your-
I went
with
a little
your,
Pinterest
grilled
on the
cheese?
audience. I didn't. And I understand. We understand that our United Healthcare families are busy with their time, but just cut it out. If football season's coming up, cut the sandwich in the shape of a football. I mean,
So what did
something
you
to
use,
make them
cookie
exciting.
cutters?
I used cookie cutters.
Oh.
I know. You can
Now,
tell
there's
craft isn't
something
my
you
strong
did with
suit.
a waffle iron too, right?
Yeah, you can use a waffle iron to make your grilled cheese sandwiches. If you've got the character base, like I have a Snoopy waffle iron, you can use that to press the sandwich. Something to make them want to open the container.
I would think the young kids would absolutely love
And they can
shapes.
help you make
Yeah.
it the night before.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is important too.
Absolutely.
Get the kids involved early on with packing their own lunches.
Absolutely. Let
Any
them have a
tips for
say
that?
in the matter. Just give them a choice. Don't say, you know, we're going to have tuna tomorrow. Do you want tuna? Do you want peanut butter? Do you want an egg with some chicken on the side? I mean, just give them the choices, and then they feel like they have more of a say in the matter. So, and then the little sweet treat at the end. So just a little bit.
Treats are okay.
8 to
just
10 grams
small
of
amount,
sugar,
right?
just something to round out the meal,
All right,
but
so
just
what do
a
you
small
suggest?
amount. Well, actually, I took these and then the low sugar craisins with some almonds, and I made my own little trail mix. So that's my own little grab and go snack.
Okay.
So I take these,
So
they
these
go
are
on the road
cute,
with me.
right.
Absolutely, it works very well.
So this is about the amount.
Yep,
Maybe
and always
like
watch your serving
12
size.
items in there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And okay, that's good. to know.
Moderation,
that's the amount
right?
of sugar you can. And then everybody needs an after-school snack because kids are staying for sports, and there's that lag time.
Absolutely.
They may not get dinner till 6:30 or 7.
And make it
so
accessible,
sometime
and they'll
around
make smart
3:30.
choices.
What? A piece of fruit, maybe?
Absolutely, a piece of fruit, the apple slices, even the Chobani Greek
Any of
yogurt.
this stuff will work.
Absolutely.
All right. Good to see you,
All right.
Irene
Thank you.
Myers-Thompson. She is with United Healthcare of Mid-Atlantic. Thank you. We'll
Thank
have more
you.
Let's Talk Live after this quick break. Stick around. Why did you say that? I think that's really cool.
Thank you. I love you. I love her.
You gotta be cute on camera.
I love her.
University of the District of Columbia holds a unique place in the academic life of the nation's capital. As the nation's only urban land grant institution, UDC supports a broad mission of education, research, and community service opportunities, ranging from associate and workforce development programs at the community college to bachelor's and graduate programs, including the David A. Clark School of Law. The BS in Nursing degree program is housed within the College of Agriculture, Urban Sustainability, and Environmental Sciences, which offers research-based academic and community outreach programs. The UDC Baccalaureate Nursing degree is designed for registered nurses who currently hold a license to practice nursing in D.C. Well, here with more from the university are Dr. Broadnax. I don't want to mess it up. Dr. Broadnax, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
And Dr. Ayanna Elliott. Welcome back, both
Thank
of you.
you.
It's happy to see you guys.
I'm glad to be here.
There is a lot going on at UDC, the nursing program. I mean, again, just re-accredited.
Yes.
How did this happen, and what does this mean for the university?
Lots of hard work. Because you have to prepare, and we were awarded with an 8-year reaffirmation of our accreditation.
Okay.
And so we're planning to celebrate for the next 8 years.
Woo! A party's going to be going on.
Yes,
Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, and reaching out to the community to let them know that we're ready, we're open, and we want you to come.
Yeah, of course. Dr. Elliott, I ask you, how busy has it been the last couple of weeks preparing, because everybody's getting ready to come back to class?
Well, we're gearing up for fall.
Yes.
It is an exciting time.
Yes.
Fall is the big kickoff. Lots of new students coming. We have our continuing students coming on. And, exciting programs will begin this year. We're kicking off one of our biggest initiatives, our Get Up and Move initiative with Love Your Body. So that's pretty exciting.
That is
Looking
exciting.
forward to
What
that.
picture? Oh, we just showed a picture there. Were you able to see that, the picture? Is
Yeah,
that from?
that's from last year's Get Up and Move event.
Okay.
And we had the privilege of having Dr. Ian Smith come and do our kickoff with us for that.
From the Shred Diet.
Yes.
Yes, a good guy,
from that.
yeah.
And so we're excited about this September the 17th for this year's kickoff.
To
Hoping
get up
that
and
folks will
move.
come out and join us.
So is that part of the Happy People, Happy City banner
Healthy
that we
people.
have? Yeah, healthy people.
Healthy communities, healthy people.
Okay.
And that's our tagline for the college. And what it means is that we focus on building healthy communities through our Department of our architecture program. But the nursing focuses on reaching out to the community. We do a lot of learning in the community with our health fairs and special projects, trying to teach people how to stay healthy.
Is that from the health fair, maybe from last year?
No, that was, yes, that one was on campus.
Well, on
but-
campus. But you get out in the community and you
yes.
talk to people.
Yes.
And what is that like when you guys take the classes out into the community? What kind of feedback are you getting from the community? Are they excited to see your students?
Well, they are excited primarily because we take a one-to-one approach. We do health screening, and then we take the results and take the time to explain to them and answer any questions they have. How do you stay healthy? What do the numbers mean? Just this last Saturday, we were at the DC General Family Shelter, and it was an exciting time, and the needs are great.
Yes.
I mean, all over the city, not just at the shelter. And we tend to educate our nurses so that they can be leaders in the community. They will know how to educate anyone where they are. And so they've become more excited about this different aspect of nursing because, as nurses, we know the routine, clinical, inpatient, but as the care moves to the community, we want our nurses to be more excited, to be comfortable working in the community without all of the infrastructure that hospitals afford, and we're good at it.
And that's a huge plus because a lot of times, the bedside manner makes or breaks the deal for a lot of people. For older people, it scares them. They're afraid to do surgery and something. So you need to have that one-on-one with somebody to add comfort and to reassure them that they're making the right choices for
Really a
themselves.
part of that relationship building.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's great. So, Dr. Elliott, we're talking about a system that you guys have here at UDC from the community college level all the way up to a 4-year degree. And now, look at you. You are a product of that system.
Yes.
And how has that been? And what do you tell new students coming on board?
Well, I started in the associate's degree program at UDC and then went on to the baccalaureate program. And one of the things, like Dr. Broadnax said, is that the program really teaches and empowers the students to be leaders, to go on to be leaders in their community and in the nursing profession. we are building and culminating the next generation of nurses. And so it was really that baseline education that inspired me to go on and get a master's and a doctorate degree, and really excited about coming back to the university to bring my experience and talent to my alma mater, and to help really make health and health education cool.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. I'm telling you, if more doctors look like you, we'd be seeing more of them, right? That's for real. All right, how do we enroll to get into UDC?
First, you must apply to the university.
Okay.
We have our admission criteria, and you must be licensed to practice as a registered nurse in the District of Columbia. And also, you must have graduated from an accredited program, because the accreditation is a stamp of approval that says that you have your program is performing at a certain level. And then you come in. And
Then you come in?
Yeah, and so you can always visit our website, www.udc.edu,
Okay.
and navigate the site and learn for more information.
Great. Well,
and I'm always available.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you very much. Thank you both for coming in today. Good luck for the new school season that's starting.
Yeah.
Like you said,
really
summer's
excited.
over and you're back to school.
We're very excited.
Thank you, Dr. Broadnax and Dr. Elliott, for joining us today. For more information, UDC's RN to BSN nursing program, or any of their other degrees and majors, simply go to udc.edu. Stay with us. We'll have more of Let's Talk Live coming up after the break.
Where is she?
Right.
Oh, the blue skirt?
Yes.
Okay, where do you want? And where should Alexis in these? In the middle?
If you could lift your arm for me. Perfect. All right, you're good to go.
Well, dinner can be expensive when you have a large family to feed, right? But our next guests are here to keep some money in your pocket by showing us how to prepare a healthy family dinner for all under $30. Alexis Streets, she's the owner of Basket Treats in Laurel. And joining her, we've got two of the top chefs from her company, Chef Byron Landers and Chef Brazil Murphy. Good to see you guys. And they're here to show us some delicious, budget-friendly dishes. So welcome, everybody. Good to see you. So, Alexis, let's start with you. Where do we start to try to prepare a meal for our family on a tight budget?
Well, they have prepared some dishes. We have a vegetarian dish, and then we have a Cajun shrimp and chicken pasta dish.
So is that what we're thinking about when we're shopping at the store? How we're going to stretch our dollars? So what items at the store are we looking for?
The pasta, inexpensive pastas, shrimp on sale.
Shrimp?
Yes, shrimp on sale. Chicken also is on sale from time to time. And then definitely your sauces, your whipping creams and things like that.
So we're looking for pasta to stretch.
Yes.
Or I guess that could also be rice or some other carb kind of thing. And then we're looking for whatever's on sale.
Yes.
Okay,
absolutely.
okay, good to know. Now, is there a best time to shop?
I believe in the morning.
Morning?
Yes.
Why is that?
It's less people in the grocery store, more items to choose from.
Okay, more room?
Yes, more
Figure
room.
things out. What about the best day of the week to shop? Is there a best day?
The best day of the week for me is Sundays, because that's when the sales kick in.
Oh, good to see all these tricks. Now, are you a coupon cutter? What do you think about coupons?
I've become one. And it's very helpful.
Yeah.
And it also keep the budget down on the cost of food.
All right, so clip the coupons.
Clip the
And you can also
coupons.
do this on your phone. You can just like kind of
Yes,
get coupons on
absolutely.
your phone too. You don't have to like
Absolutely.
do this because sometimes I do that and I can't find them. So.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, let's talk about what you're going to make today. And who we're going to start with over here? Byron?
Start with me, if you want.
Okay, all right. So what do you got for us?
Okay, I got some risotto, and I took it vegetarian. So I got some for protein, I got some edamame. I got some fresh asparagus. I went to the market and got some beautiful heirloom tomatoes. You can use cherry tomatoes. These are a little cheaper because you can go to the market and just pick what you want instead of buying a whole pack. I normally go to the market right on 8th Street, the farmer's market. I got some fresh corn, and I got some shaved asparagus and carrots. And I got a little pesto, and I'm going to put it all together.
So how much did you spend on all that?
On all this, the arugula was on sale. It's actually organic. It was $2.99. And then you don't need the whole pack. You just take out what you need for 2 people. This cheese is cheaper to buy already in a wheel, so you can shave it yourself. Because if you get it already shredded,
Already
it's more
shredded, it
expensive.
costs
Right.
more. That's a good tip.
And mushrooms, like again, I go to the market and I can get how many I want as opposed to buying a pack. So I got like 3 mushrooms and just cut them up. And that was less than $1. And asparagus, once again, buys what you need by the pound and not buy a whole pack. You know, a pack may be like $5.
What
But I
about
got
looking
2
for
or 3.
vegetables that are in season and local right now? Does that help too?
Right, that always helps because, you know, right now it's August, September's on the way, so a lot of the stuff is going out of season. So September, pomegranates are coming in season. So stuff like that people don't really know about. So I always try to get stuff that's right at the peak or right when it's about to go out of season.
All right, well, let you start putting things
Okay.
together, and I want to talk to Byron over here.
All right.
You're going to be making the main dish, which is the pasta dish.
Yes, Cajun shrimp and chicken pasta.
All right. Now, are you making, so this is for the meat lovers, right?
Yes.
But you could make it vegetarian too.
Yes, you can, yep.
All right, so
Meat
what are the
vegetable.
ingredients in your dish?
We have a Parmesan cheese with heavy cream. That's going to make the bechamel. It's going to thicken up to a sauce. We have mushrooms, red peppers, green onions. We have pasta,
And you
shrimp
picked,
and chicken.
what is that, penny pasta?
Yeah, penny, yep.
Penny? So
Yep.
you've already sort of pre-cooked that?
Yes. Yep.
Just till al dente?
Al dente, yep.
See, I know these things.
Yeah.
Okay, and now what do you have over there for your protein?
It's proteins, a shrimp and chicken breast sliced. And then you can grill it. You can get a grilling pan.
Are you going to use both of those in your dish?
Yes.
Wow, this is going to be some budget dish.
Yeah.
All right, get started cooking
All right.
for us, Byron. And you're turning up the heat, and do you need a little bit of oil? Or?
Yeah, we use a little bit of olive oil. This is gonna be for my vegetables. This will be for my protein right here.
Looks good.
Some shrimp.
And meanwhile, what do we got going over in this pot?
I got all my vegetables. I'm sauteing my vegetables so I can get them tender. Normally take about 2 to 3 minutes. And then I add my arborio. The arborio normally takes about 20 to 25 minutes over slow heat. But for the sake of time, I part cooked it a little bit, just like you do in restaurants.
Okay.
Because you don't want to wait 25 minutes for your food to come out.
Now, what you're talking about is arborio rice.
Arborio?
So this is either
yes.
short grain
It's
rice?
an Italian pasta. So, but it's a grain, it's a rice. So it's real starchy. So that's what you had risotto before?
Yes.
Okay, so it's real glutinous, and once you add your cream and your cheese to it, it gets nice and...
Oh, boy. So is this going to be a healthy meal in addition to a low-budget meal?
Definitely a healthy meal.
It sounds wonderful. So all of these dishes are something that you would serve, Alexis?
Absolutely.
You have a shop, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And tell us a little bit about what you're all about. You're about gourmet everything, right?
Well, I would like to think so. We are a full-service event planning company, and we cater to everything, birthday parties, weddings. We have a storefront location, which is a cupcake, candy, ice cream shop. So, you know.
So you do it all. You do the sweets and you do the savories as
Absolutely.
well. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, well, this looks wonderful. Can't wait to taste it all. Thank you for cooking for us, guys. And I'm afraid we are out of time. But we should mention that it's called Alexis Street Basket Treats by Alexis Street.
Yes.
And then she's Alexis Street. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And we'll have more Let's Talk Live after a quick break. Stick around.
Is that you?
I was looking for you on the other station.
Oh, over at 5?
Right.
Yeah, I'm here now. Thank you. Okay. Yes, ma'am. I'm good, thank you. Oh, thanks.
Can I have another?
No.
Oh, I get it up
Of
for that in
course.
between. I need to.
Come stand right here. We'll be in a little bit better light. The lighting is everything. Whether you have planned time off or not, there are still a few summer weekends left before Labor Day and plenty of warm fall weekends to come. A new travel trend you may not have heard about is the Seekender, which experts call those who plan interesting and spontaneous getaways, live life first, and always seize the weekend. Well, join us today to help you plan the perfect Seekender. Well, the perfect Seekender getaway is Miss Kristen Hewitt. Hi, Kristen. How are you?
Hi, Julie. I'm great.
Good. Well, thank you for joining us today. I know you're an award-winning reporter, a columnist, a blogger, a mother of two, a founder of the blog Mommy in Sports. What is it that you don't do? How do you have time to plan for a weekend?
You make it sound so overwhelming, but we actually did just go on a Seekender weekend. But basically, a Seekender is someone who really craves adventure on the weekends, right? They want to explore and create new experiences, and travel's at the top of the list. In fact, 85% of Americans surveyed said that having those personal connections and sharing those experiences was really more important to them than anything of monetary value. So we're trying to encourage people to seize the weekends and really start making some memories.
And that leads me to my next question. How do you create these memorable weekend getaways?
Well, the first thing you need for a memorable Seekender weekend is a fabulous destination, right? So start with your interest. Are you into sports or movies or food or music? And then once you pick a place to go, do a search in the city where you're going, because there might be some hot happenings going on. There could be a film festival or, fall apple picking. And lastly, you need to pick a place to stay. And a Hampton by Hilton's a great option. They have more than 2,000 properties globally, which is perfect for any Seekender anywhere. They're basically anywhere you want to go.
Okay, and how do you get the most value for your vacation? Everybody's out to get the most bang for their buck.
Yeah, absolutely. I always tell people to look for value over price. When you're going on vacation for just a couple of days, you really want to get the most for your money, and that's not necessarily the cheapest hotel room. So I always tell people to start with what's most important for you. Look at the amenities. Do you want a great pool, a great gym? You want to try to get free Wi-Fi, and obviously a free breakfast. That's such a great value. And a Hampton by Hilton, they have that. They have that hot, fresh breakfast where you can craft your own waffles every morning, or if you want to start your adventure early in the morning, you can take those breakfast bags on the go. They have really comfortable beds, but more importantly, they have 100% satisfaction guarantee, and that's really important for us, for a family of 4. Like you said, we want to get the most bang for our buck, so start looking for properties that will give you some of those things.
Got it. Okay, now you have your blog, Mommy in Sports. What are some of your suggestions for parents who want to take those kids on a Seekender weekender?
I think Seekender weekends are perfect for kids because now that they're going back to school, we all need a little time to decompress on the weekends. But here's the thing, with kids, you don't have to go far. Sometimes just staying in your own city and exploring things you don't normally see is exciting to them. They love to go to hotels and they love to go to pools. I also tell parents to go with the flow with the kids, expect the unexpected, but don't plan too much. Kind of see where the weekend takes you. We recently went to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and I was so impressed with what we were able to do in just 48 hours. We went hiking and rafting, and we went to the aquarium, and we did it with a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old.
Wow.
And one of my favorite things about the Hampton by Hilton there, they had these little quotes written on chalkboards, and who doesn't love inspirational quotes, right?
Yes.
And one of them said, "Today you're making tomorrow's memories." And that really inspired us to want to do more. And I really feel that encompasses what a Seekender is, someone that wants to spend time with their family and really values time, because we never have enough time, do we?
Right, that's true. Okay, so now this is kind of going to lead you back to my next question. What if Mommy and Daddy just want to get a little Seekender weekend without the kids?
What's that? What's mommy and daddy time? No, but how many of us thrive on a little girl time or a guy's trip or even a couple's retreat? 87% of the people surveyed said who they go on vacation with is more important than where they actually go. So you could use those weekends, like you said, Julie, to reconnect with your spouse, or you could maybe go on a fall trip or go to New York City, or even plan a trip around your favorite sporting event. But bottom line, we really want to encourage people to seize your weekends and start taking advantage of that time together. And if you need inspiration, you can go to HamptonSeekender.com and take pictures and use hashtag #WeGoTogether. We want to see where you're going.
Kristen Hewitt, thank you so much for joining us. We will make sure to check out that blog, Mommy in Sports. All right, for more information on Seekender getaways and vacations, just visit HamptonSeekender.com. Follow the Seekender conversation on social media through the hashtag #WeGoTogether. We'll have more with Let's Talk Live coming up after the break, so stay with us.
this time of the year, we all have to be sun aware, and
Yes.
one woman's sunburn is making headlines right now, and this is because it left permanent scars after she went just a few hours without any sunscreen.
And now there's an even bigger warning about protecting your skin as temperatures are on the rise. ABC's Irina Neenan has more.
Fair-skinned Caitlin Menza is always careful in the sun with her big hats and vats of sunscreen.
My skin reacts in the sun very poorly. I can feel sizzling and itchiness within 10 minutes.
But the one day she didn't reapply her sunblock, her face was permanently damaged, her fair complexion going from this to this, from just a few hours without sunscreen. She wrote about her experience on marieclaire.com.
It was a very typical sunburn. It wasn't especially bad. It didn't look like one of those third-degree burns that you see online. But then as the weeks wore on, I realized that this mark around my eyes from my sunglasses wasn't going away.
It's called melasma, a common skin disorder that causes discoloration of the skin. Caitlin's dermatologist, Dr. David Colbert, says Caitlin is an ideal candidate for it. What put her at risk? Her fair-skinned Irish complexion, her lack of sunblock that day, and surprisingly, her birth control pill.
The estrogen that she was on can actually make the pigmentation after a sunburn much worse than it would have been. It played a role in the darkening of the skin after her sunburn.
To have this damage is really embarrassing. I mean, it's your face, it's what people are looking at all day, so it's been really tough.
Luckily, there are lots of products on the market to mask this kind of damage.
If you have some more specific dark spots or acne or scarring, then you can apply some concealer right on the spots where you have that damage.
It's now been 2 years since the burn, and while Caitlin has tried a number of treatments, she's still stuck with the discoloration.
I was surprised that it only takes one day, one afternoon, one really bad sunburn to damage your skin.
Rena Ninen, ABC News, New York.
Wow, so unfortunate for her. I feel glad that she's getting the message out for other people so that they can know, especially the danger of the birth control pill coupled with the sun.
Estrogen is funny in the body. It really is. It does
Make
a lot
your
of
skin
things.
that sensitive. So she used to go out without makeup, I guess, and now she's probably self-conscious and has to wear makeup all the time.
I think she's still a beautiful girl, though. I think the pictures were a little offsetting, though, a little bit. But yeah, well, at least she's getting the word out to make sure you wear your sunscreen. I know my fiance does that. He has his SPF 100.
He's very fair, you said, right? Yeah.
Yes, he's Irish, so yeah, very fair.
Better get on him about that.
He has an umbrella towel that you know, the SPF, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, well, good. All right, make sure you follow us on Twitter because we live tweet during the show and we post some pretty great behind-the-scenes photos. We're coming right back.